What if the next Bridgerton wedding isn't what we expect? Season 5 is not just another chapter, it's a complete game changer, shaking the foundations of love, loss, and the ton itself. Fans thought they knew where the story was going, but everything we've assumed about the remaining Bridgerton sisters is about to be flipped upside down. One sister who has sworn off love forever, one slowly opening her heart, and a new storyline that will redefine romance on screen. Are you ready to find out whose love story will dominate Season 5? Bridgerton Season 5 is officially confirmed, and it promises to be unlike anything the series has attempted so far. After the sweeping events of Season 4, the Ton was left with questions that fans have been dying to answer. Whose wedding are we attending next? The finale left two sisters, Eloise and Francesca, standing at very different crossroads. Eloise, always clever and fiercely independent, made it clear that attending a wedding is enjoyable, but walking down the aisle herself? Not a chance. Francesca, reeling from the loss of her husband John, insisted that one great love was enough for a lifetime. Both women were decisive, both were heart-wrenchingly relatable, and both are about to be thrust into new journeys that will challenge everything they believe about love and commitment. At first glance, it seemed that Eloise might be the safer bet for a leading season. She has a known love story in the Julia Quinn books, a slow, epistolary romance with Sir Philip Crane, played by Chris Fulton, that unfolds over a year of letters before a single meeting. For a character as introspective as Eloise, whose inner world dominates her every thought, this is the perfect storyline to explore on screen. But the seeds planted in Season 4 hint at a deeper transformation. After John's death, Eloise shared a private conversation with Hyacinth Bridgerton, a moment that quietly reveals cracks in her long-standing resistance to love. She admitted that marriage could have benefits: companionship, family, a stable life, even a front-row seat at town events. Most strikingly, she recognized that her parents' marriage gave her and her siblings a life they could never have had otherwise. For the first time, Eloise's walls are coming down. Could this mean that the one who never wanted love might be the very one to find it in the next season? But the story is far from straightforward. While Eloise's evolution is compelling, Francesca's heartbreak and resilience set the stage for a completely different kind of narrative. Losing John, the life they had planned together, and the possibility of pregnancy in the same moment left her at what actress Hannah Dodd describes as absolute ground zero. Yet the arrival of Michaela, John's cousin, added a spark of unpredictability. Michaela is everything Francesca is not: impulsive, outgoing, and utterly transformative. The writers were deliberate in showing Michaela only through Francesca's eyes, never giving her perspective, creating an air of mystery that keeps viewers questioning every interaction. This was not a minor detail. It's a narrative choice that sets up a season where what you see is never quite the whole story. The stakes for Season 5 have never been higher. Eloise might be quietly discovering what love could mean for her, but Francesca is about to experience a form of love that challenges her entire understanding of herself. One sister's journey could be about discovering love's rewards, the other's could redefine its very nature. And with showrunner Jess Brownell hinting that the season will explore the first fully central queer love story in Bridgerton history, the ton is about to expand in ways the series has never dared before. Two sisters, two perspectives, and one shocking question: whose story will dominate the season, and what price will they pay for love? And just as you think you might have guessed, everything we thought we knew about these women and about love in the Ton is about to be turned upside down. What if the person we least expect to fall in love is the one who changes the Ton forever? Eloise Bridgerton has always been the sister who marches to the beat of her own drum. Clever, outspoken, and fiercely independent, she has spent seasons challenging the Ton's obsession with marriage, gossip, and social climbing. Her sharp wit and inquisitive nature made her a fan favorite, but until now, her love life, or lack thereof, has been a deliberate choice. She didn't need a man to define her, and she certainly didn't see marriage as an appealing prospect. Yet, Season 4 quietly laid the groundwork for a seismic shift. After John's passing, Eloise's world shifted in subtle but profound ways. Watching Francesca navigate the raw pain of loss forced Eloise to confront the fragility of life and love in a way she never had before. In a one-on-one moment with Hyacinth, Eloise admitted she could see some advantages to marriage: companionship, family, and the kind of bonds that outlast even tragedy. She reflected on her parents' marriage, realizing it gave her and her siblings a life full of love, opportunity, and security, an insight that fans immediately recognized as a turning point for her character. The fiercely anti-marriage Eloise was quietly evolving into someone who might not just attend weddings, but have one of her own. Her literary counterpart's romance with Sir Philip Crane is one of the most beloved arcs in Julia Quinn's novels, a slow-burn, epistolary love that builds entirely through letters before the characters ever meet. Translating this to the screen opens a treasure trove of storytelling possibilities. For a woman who lives in her head and values intellect over emotion, this kind of romance is perfect, gradual, deliberate, and deeply personal. It's a love story that allows audiences to witness not just the romance itself, but the internal growth of a woman learning to open her heart. Yet, Eloise's potential journey is inextricably linked to her sister, Francesca. While Eloise may begin the season contemplating love cautiously, the experiences of those around her, especially Francesca, may teach her the true costs and rewards of intimacy. Watching her sister endure grief, rebuild her life, and cautiously step back into love could serve as a mirror for Eloise, showing her that vulnerability doesn't have to equal weakness, and that love, even after heartbreak, can be transformative. But here's where the tension rises. While Eloise's arc seems destined to be a slow, intellectual awakening to love, Francesca's journey promises a storm of emotional intensity that could overshadow even Eloise's transformation. And in the middle of both sisters' stories stands Michaela, whose arrival disrupts everything the Bridgerton women thought they knew about passion, desire, and connection. How will Eloise reconcile her growing curiosity about love with the unpredictable forces reshaping the town around her? Season 5 is teasing a fundamental question. What happens when the observer, the sister who has always analyzed love from a distance, suddenly realizes that love is not something to study, but something to experience, fully and without restraint? And if Eloise's story unfolds in parallel with the first central queer romance in Bridgerton history, what new lessons will she learn about the endless forms that love can take? Just when you think Eloise might quietly blossom into her romantic arc, Season 5 threatens to turn her world upside down entirely. Could it be that the sister we assumed would lead the season might not be the one to emerge transformed first? And what shocking choice will force her to confront her deepest fears? Francesca Bridgerton's story in Season 5 is set to be the most emotionally daring yet. After losing John, the love of her life, and facing the devastating confirmation that she wasn't pregnant with his child, Francesca was left at what actress Hannah Dodd calls absolute ground zero. Her grief wasn't just about losing a husband. It was about losing the life she had imagined, the dreams she had built, and the very future she thought was hers. In that moment of despair, Francesca seemed untouchable, locked behind walls that no one could penetrate. Yet the Ton has a way of rewriting even the most seemingly final chapters. Enter Michaela, John's cousin, a whirlwind of energy, charm, and unpredictability. From the moment she appeared, it was clear that Michaela's presence would alter Francesca's trajectory in ways no one could have anticipated. The showrunners were meticulous about how her character was introduced. Every scene featuring Michaela was filtered through someone else's eyes, never her own. This narrative choice created a sense of intrigue, leaving fans questioning Michaela's motives, her history, and what she might bring to Francesca's life. Michaela's exit at the end of Season 4, disappearing without a word, was not random. It was a carefully planted mystery designed to leave viewers hanging, desperate to discover what will happen when she re-enters Francesca's world. Season 5 will not shy away from exploring the depth of this relationship. Showrunner Jess Brownell has confirmed that Francesca and Michaela's love story will be the first fully central queer romance in Bridgerton's history, an 8-episode arc that puts their connection at the very heart of the narrative. This is monumental. Bridgerton has always been about love in all its forms, but until now, no same-sex relationship has been explored with this level of depth, focus, or narrative importance.